Well, folks, I got a bunch of tomatoes here. And one of them says BLT. So, I'm sorry about my cough and my allergies. I've been outside, so breathing all that air outside. I'm going to fix me. And you might hear my AC running. I can't help it, but it's 90 degrees today, so it's hot in this kitchen, so gotta have the AC going. And I can't even eat a whole tomato on one sandwich. I mean, they're kind of big, so I'm going to pick out a small one, I guess. But you got to have bacon for your BLT. I was going to make a little bit of salsa with some of those tomatoes and maybe a little bit of pasta sauce with them. Because I can't eat all that many tomatoes before they get too ripe. So, I mean, they're perfect right now to eat. But, you know, I can't eat that many tomatoes at one time. So, I've got to do something with them. First off, I'm making a BLT, like I said. Gotta have me a BLT. And I got water heating up to where I can put them in there just long enough to get the skin off of them. Because I don't want to leave skin in my salsa or my pasta sauce. And I want to make some tea. Well, I'll wait on that. Because it'd be so hot, it'll melt the ice so too quick on me. So I'll just get something else cold to drink. I'll make my tea another day. Got a little bit of ice in here already, so. I'll drink me a good old Mountain Dew. That sounds good. Good old Mountain Dew. I like to make my tea and let it have time to cool before I drink it. That way it doesn't melt all your ice and dilute down your tea. Because I want to drink tea, not water. So we'll wait on that. Do you know I made 4 little jars of pineapple salsa at Christmas just to try the recipe? And I've still got my jar of salsa in my cabinet. I've not even tried it yet. I gave some to my son. I gave some to his wife's daughter. I sent a little jar to my brother in New York. And I didn't even taste it yet. I was just going to try it because I've never tried pineapple salsa before. Yeah, you know it's getting summer when it's 90 degrees. And so, since we got all that rain, it's so humid outside. Oh my goodness, it's humid. Show you my bacon and cooking. Oh, I need to put this in the refrigerator. But I need to wrap it up in some aluminum foil though. I don't like putting a open package of anything in my refrigerator unless it's wrapped up in something. And with my bacon, I like to, here, I'll show you. I'm just wrapping it up in this foil. And I'll put it back in the refrigerator. Uh-oh, kick the camera. Turn that down a little bit, I don't want to burn it. I like my bacon crispy, but I definitely don't want to burn it. And want to show you too what came in the mail, or what was delivered to my house. My anonymous subscriber, or not anonymous subscriber, but my anonymous giver, this box was delivered to my door today from Prime, which, you know, that's Amazon. And look what it was. It's a camcorder, y'all. My first video camera. My very first video camera. How about that? And I've got to read all the instructions on how to use this thing, because I've never used one. But it ought to make some of my videos a lot better, and maybe upload them faster too. I don't know. But Giver, I thank you so much. I mean, you just don't know how much you've blessed me. All the food orders you've sent. Now my camera. And she knew I was having a problem with my sprayer. So they sent me a brand new sprayer. How about that? I've got one similar, but I couldn't get it to work right. And I took this one out when it first came, filled it full of water. It works perfect. So I'll be able to spray for my weeds. I'll be able to clean it out and then put insecticide in it to spray my vegetables, to keep my bugs and stuff off of them. That's going to make life so much easier. And I don't know what this is. Let me check my bacon. Like I said, I don't want to burn my bacon. I don't know what these are. I haven't gotten a chance to open these. So I don't know. Let me get this other knife. It'll work better. Turn this off and get my bacon out. Let it be dripping on this paper towel here and cooling off a little bit while I show you this. Because I don't know what this is. Oh my goodness, it's some other kind of... Oh, I've seen these. I've seen them in the cameras. I mean, on the websites. It's things you put in your garden and they light up. Look at that. There's two in this box. They're solar. Oh my God. And I guess the other one is the same thing. I can figure out how to get into it. Yeah, I got 4 of them. Look at that. 4 of these, they spread out, they light up at night. You know, they open up a little bit more. But they're solar, they got solar panels on them. And stakes to put them in the ground. So, oh my gosh. I didn't know I had these. Thank you so much, anonymous giver. Bless your heart. She knows I love my garden. Get these out of the way. So I got a camera to figure out. I've got solar lights to put up somewhere. I'll have to decide where I want to put them. And I'm going to make my BLT. You know what? I need to go get me some lettuce. Hold that thought. I had harvested my Cimarron lettuce the other day, but this much of it has grown back, so it's enough for a sandwich. We get over here and rinse it off a little bit. Some people don't like this, I think it's pronounced Cimarron lettuce, because the leaf turns a little bit reddish. It doesn't stay all green like a lot of lettuces do. And I know my lettuce will be a little bit wet, but that's okay. Try to get some of the water off of it. But see, it's not perfectly green. I mean, there's a little bit of a brown reddish tint to it. And a lot of people don't like it because it's not the crispy. I mean, this does have some crisp to it down closer to the stem. But for the most part, it's not crispy like iceberg lettuce. Whoop. I think I got too much mayo on there. Let me put some on this side. This is going to be a good BLT, y'all. And I'm making it with a hamburger bun. I found hamburger buns stay on a sandwich a lot better than regular bread unless you toast it. And I don't know, I never did really like toasting my bread to make a BLT, but it's good that way. I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Let's see which one of these I want to put on here. I got these big slicing tomatoes, and I got Roma tomatoes here. Let's try this one. It looks good. Looks good, y'all. First, I'm going to put some salt and pepper. And I don't like to slice it too thick for my tomato sandwich. I mean, a slice about like that is thick enough. Whoa, starting to drip on me. And I can probably get 3 slices on this. Be like eating a salad on a bun. Now I'm going to put my lettuce. I probably make my BLTs a lot different than everybody else. Probably put them together different than everybody else. See, that was perfect for that sandwich. I've got a little bit of tomato left, but that's okay. I mean, you can only put so much on one sandwich, right? Now we're going to get this bacon since it's cooled off. Oh my goodness, y'all. My first BLT for the year. And the tomatoes weren't out of my garden, but hey, the lettuce was. I just like to squish it down. Look at that BLT, y'all. Don't that look good? Oh my God. I'm getting ready to eat my dinner, a BLT. And then I'll come back and make me some salsa. Well, y'all, I'm back. And this time we're going to make some salsa. And I decided not to put the tomatoes in hot water to loosen the peel. I can just get them off like this. They're ripe enough that they're peeling pretty easy anyway. If I had more of them to do, I'd definitely put them in water to peel them because they're so much easier to peel, but it makes a mess. That tomato sandwich, the BLT that I ate earlier, was so good that I decided to save a couple more tomatoes to make more BLTs with. Then I just drop them right down in the make sure that one was okay. It's awfully awfully ripe and the peeling's coming right off of it, which is good. And the good thing about when you make salsa, you put it in a blender. You don't have to chop everything up because the blender will do it for you. I'm not going to make too much because, you know, it's just me. If my son was coming this week, then I would make more, but and I wanted to show you my plant's still little, but I managed to get a little bit of cilantro. A little bit of cilantro from my plants to go in it. Dry my hands off. I don't want to handle them with all tomato juice on my hands. But if you have fresh cilantro to put in there, that's real good. Or if you have dried cilantro, you know, where you can get in the spice section, you can use that. Now, I'm trying to pick out the firmest of these tomatoes because I don't want to use all the real firm ones. But you can see how easy that peels. And I just don't have good light over here. I've tried to find the smallest bulb to put up there, and it's still too bright. But if your tomatoes are real ripe, you can peel them like this. You don't have to put them in the boiling water to loosen the skin. This works just as easy. Now let's see. Gotta find me one or two more. Like I said, I'm not gonna make a bunch of it, because I've got tomatoes on the vine here. I'm going to go ahead and take one of them. Now, I already had peeled some garlic, fresh garlic. I'm going to put 3 or 4 in there. Because, you know, we don't have too much tomatoes in there. I'm going to put a good amount of onions. Chopped onions. That's probably 1 small onion. And I had about 4 or 5 little tomatoes. I've got 1 gold bell pepper. Well, no, I'm not going to put that in there. I'm saving that for my salsa tomorrow. But I've got cilantro. I've got about 5 or 6 little tomatoes. I've got a small onion chopped up. I've got 4 cloves of garlic in there. I'm going to sprinkle in some onion powder. Can't see that. I have to apologize for my lighting. But that is onion powder. A little bit of garlic powder, because the garlic powders and the fresh garlic itself has a different taste, I found. So now all we're going to do is just that easy. Get this up here. I'm pushing my luck on my cord. It's pretty short from where it had to go to plug in. And I'm just going to blend it up. Salsa is just that easy, and you can put a little bit of jalapeno in it. And in my case, I'm going to put a little bit of cowboy candy in it. I forgot about that. If I can get to it. Cowboy candy. There it is. Because some people, including me, like a little bit of jalapeno in my salsa. Not a whole lot. But you know, jalapenos are hot. So I put a good heaping teaspoon in there. I think that'll make it plenty hot enough for me. And that is it. Let me get some chips. And I'll need a bowl to put it in. Let's see. I did need to taste this. Yep, it's salsa. Get another. Well, I use the spatula. But there you go, y'all. Salsa, homemade salsa from my tomatoes. And it's not quite as red looking as normal, but the inside of a Roma tomato is not quite as red as an ordinary tomato is. So it didn't get quite red. I mean, it's plenty red, but you know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean. But see, that's probably a whole jar of salsa right there that you buy at the store. And I got me some Texas-shaped corn chips. I thought that was cute. I had not seen those before. But I'm going to just dip me some of that up. Y'all take a bite. Homemade salsa. And it's mild. It's not burning hot. That is good, y'all. All you need is some tomatoes, garlic, cilantro, onions, onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of salt, jalapenos or cowboy candy, and you got a salsa. So, I'm going to clean up my mess and add this to the other video so I can get it posted. Y'all have a blessed night.